Hey everybody, welcome back to Salt and Sanctuary. Today we're going to be going to the Pitchwoods, and it's probably the favorite of a lot of players of this game because it has the most memorable enemy. Though while we're on the way there, I do kind of want to expand on something I was talking about at the end of last episode because I brought it up at like the last fucking minute. I mentioned lore is the worst form of storytelling, but I should say that by itself, lore is the worst form of storytelling. Lore is a good way to set up a mythos, lore is a good way to set up, say, dramatic stingers, lore is a good way to set up previous conflicts. You could do a lot of good things with lore, but lore by itself is relatively boring. You kind of see that with Dark Souls 2 and 3, where they just give you little nuggets of information, but the plot is so, I don't want to say ephemeral, but this plot is so not there that the lore in Dark Souls 2 and 3 doesn't really matter because it has no impact on the plot.
I feel like ephemeral is appropriate for at least Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. Now, with Salt and Sanctuary, it's kind of the same case. The back lore doesn't really add much. It adds window dressing. It adds a nice world. It gives a lot of cool concepts, it gives us religion, it gives us gives economic trade, it gives us politics, it gives us internal conflict. But the game does nothing with it, and that's the huge issue. It would be cool if, say, there were two NPCs that have a slight rivalry because of, say, a conflict from nations pre-established from all of that fucking lore you see in the skill tree. But you don't see that. The closest thing we see to that is with the Despondent Thief, and which is why she's the best story in my opinion. Because she has a, not only does she have a goal and she has ideals, she has, a place of, you know, she has a place in this world. She actually exists in this world instead of just being a character that the developers inserted. As for that, I'd say lore is just such a tricky thing. That's kind of why I like bringing it up, because games like this really bring up discussion about writing and storytelling nowadays. Because I know another game I've been playing, Hollow Knight, kind of has that same issue where, there is central conflict in Hollow Knight. There is definitely a plot, a conflict, and pre-established history. But you don't get it until, like, roughly 75% through the game, and most of it's more character interactions with some lore. And the lore does a good job of establishing the world in that game, which is why I'm daring to compare, because both are also Metroidvanias that I've put an inordinate amount of time into. But yeah, I think that'll end my huge stance on lore, because it's just something I've been wanting to discuss since... Compared to another game I'm LPing, Odin Sphere, this game's plot is just so not there that it feels stiff in some ways. But yeah, right now we're going to the Pitchwoods. We could have gone to the Pitchwoods just by going right from the fork of the road just after the Coveted. However, I feel like this way is a lot more interesting. It requires a lot of platforming, gets you a lot of neat items, and any wrong move will fucking kill you. And by using this way, we find ourselves in the direct center of the Pitchwoods. We actually kind of want to go this way because the other path is a bit more risky, and this path puts you relatively on top of a path to a sanctuary.
I love the trees scrolling in the background.
Yeah, this game does parallax scrolling well. Like, I rag a lot on the character art, but I do gotta say the asset design in this game in terms of the environment is really good. I was talking about this on a stream, and somebody mentioned that Salt and Sanctuary goes for a grungy style, and they definitely succeeded. By the way, those things on the left.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss those later.
They look like anteaters.
Oh no, they're not. Pitchwoods is famous for a lot of reasons. One of them being, this is the area that has a lot of fucking Yoku blocks, and they become a huge problem to the point where oh fuck, I don't think I edited this part. There might be an abrupt cut if I realize that I did not edit my clumsy platforming. But yeah, Pitchwoods is famous for Yoku blocks. And you can understand why, because it's already giving me a headache. And amusingly enough, this is not the hard part. This is just something I'm clumsily doing because I haven't played this game in a long time. Like, every single time we do sessions, we do them in like batches of 4 and 5, and that's me not playing for a good month. Speaking of which, look forward to episode 14.
In 2 years.
Well, for those that know Salt and Sanctuary, episode 14's, I'll just say we go to Siam Lake. Everybody will know what that is. God damn it.
Did you leave this in because even with it, the video is only 15 minutes?
You know, the cool guy in me would say yes. The arrogant guy in me would say I left this in to emphasize how fucking bad this is. I think I just forgot to edit this out. I can't lie. I'm pretty sure I forgot to edit this out. Because I thought there was... Because I'm gonna let you all know right now, there's no real substance to Pitchwoods. This is it. Now there is a reason why we're doing this. Because we actually can't progress unless we do this. Once we get over here though, we're fucking done. Thank goodness. What was that, like 2 minutes of failed platforming?
A crate of salt, and he just crushed it underfoot.
Yeah. Our dude didn't ignore leg day. Now we did all that not for a bonfire, or sanctuary, fuck. We just did that for a shortcut. Like, I honestly feel like in some ways this level is just such a huge kick in the balls. We also got... Oh, I remember that set. That is a light armor set that is a tuxedo and top hat. What the... I may have forgotten a secret, because I just noticed a bottle on the left there that is next to some lights that I did not notice. I may have to look at that next video, because that is noticeable. Also, I decided to upgrade my, look. If you're wondering, that's the potato armor.
Is it called the potato armor?
It's called the russet armor. We picked it up, in the middle of going through that path to the Pitchwoods. It's really heavy. Good armor, but it's really heavy and I can't use it. I kind of want to, but I can't. That just disappoints me.
Well, onion armor would be too on the nose.
Yeah. That's... The russet armor is most definitely an homage to Onion Knight's armor. Like, there's... Like, you'd have to be dumb not to see that comparison. And let's go all the way back. There we go. I'm keeping this armor on just because I was actually starting to get sick of my armor and I wanted to try something different.
You wanted to blind your character.
I can't see, oh no! We're also gonna fight some new characters here. Or enemies. These enemies are kind of fucked up. If you can't tell, it's an impaled swordsman with a horse head impaled separately, on a stick, pogo sticking around attacking us.
Yeah, I think I've had a nightmare like that.
I'm pretty sure this was in Berserk, but I can't remember what chapter. But this is like one of the darkest designs in the game, and it's just, you know, a horse head.
Horses are brutal, man.
Yeah. Now, here we get a checkpoint because we are already at the boss of the level. We are also at the foot of one of the most hardest we are at the foot of the hardest platforming challenge in the game. I also already got sick of my potato armor. That's how fickle I am about my gear.
And now you're a goat?
I like to think that this is the helmet for predators.
Oh, yeah.
So, remember how I said this is going to be the most Dark Souls-y thing ever? Let me just use one of my 98 pitch fires. Hi, Gravelord Nito. I am not even joking. Like, this guy's attack patterns, and he's even got the skulls in his chests and the knife geysers. This is just Gravelord Nito.
Give me a hug, all of me.
Look, I enjoy most of the designs in this game. This is just straight up plagiarism, honestly. Also, just a fun bit of trivia. This guy is actually a nightmare for speedrunners because they try to kill him as early as possible. And that 3-hit combo where he just teleports and stabs down, it's really fucking hard to dodge. The speedrunners say nigh impossible. I'm inclined to agree, because I don't think I dodged it once. He's also a joke because we had bludgeoning damage and fire, both his weaknesses.
Yeah, you just tore right through him.
And we are at the final chapter of the Masterless Knight. So you know how he's been questing this whole way? And he's just been doing quests with no real logic? Doesn't really fucking change.
I've completed my quest to find the end of the island. My new quest, find the other end of the island.
That's it. No real depth, no real conclusion. He just says, well, I found the end of the island. This quest is done. Let's do more quests. By the way, I can't read. Here's the Lord's orders. That's his story. And the moment I saw that, I was like, man, you suck, dude.
I'm gonna go exploring. I can't read. The end.
Yeah, like, the Despondent Thief had a really interesting story. Like, I enjoyed her tale. The archaeologist that we've only seen twice, I enjoyed his story because he's the one who kind of tells you, yo, something's wrong here, this ain't right. This guy's just like, I'm on a quest. Give me a quest.
Still on a quest.
Also, this is about the point where I realized I have access to new armor.
Aha.
Guess what I'm wearing next episode?
Get gold, goddammit.
This armor is really fucking good. It's also relatively light. I have half a mind to... Like, after this video, we got a really hard boss fight, and I kind of want to grind just so I could light roll in that armor. Just because the moment I saw that armor, I was like, yes, I have to. So, we have two things to show off that are still part of, Pitchwoods. One is the hardest platforming challenge in the game. If you're a mage, I don't want to say have to do this, but you're highly incentivized to do this. This platforming challenge is 3 stories of Yoku blocks that involve both air dashing and wall jumping at the right places in order to survive. Luckily, the third part, you can kind of just fucking cheat.
Yes.
Damn it, I mistimed it. Which, for the third part, you could just cheat because they want you to do like a bracket move. They want you to go left and right upwards and just, you know, fuck with their timing. But if you know what to do, you could just go up to this and then go up to this, and you're done. Here we find a new sanctuary or covenant, or I forget what they're called. I never remember the Keepers of Fire and Sky. That's what they're called. These are the mages of this game, and you need to go through some hoops if you want to be overpowered with magic.
Reminds me of when you meet Sage Frakes, just got this orb of light floating in his cell.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do with this guy's place?
Destroy it.
I'm gonna nuke it, yeah. Fuck it. Like, if I'm not gonna get anything from there, I'm not gonna join their government, I'm gonna destroy them. Now, this also gives us a golden opportunity to look at, you know,
Golden, you say?
Yes, golden. Oh my god, I just realized. that lets us buy magic stuff, and with where we're at, it's relatively limited. We also get a charred tome here. It's the opposite of the one we got from Spawnet Thief. And whatever.
Hot damn.
Like, at that point, I wanted to show off something, but I don't care. Now for the, now for what everybody's waiting for. You saw the speedrun for Salt and Sanctuary, correct?
Oh yeah.
Remember these guys?
Unicraft.
Unicorn percent! I am honestly surprised I survived that. I thought for sure that dude is just an insta-kill. But, yeah, those dudes that have a command grab that overwrites every action ever, they have a 15% chance to drop Amber Idols, which is oftentimes sought after by people that play this game. It's the worst enemy to fight ever, and they have the best drop rate for an item people covet. The developers are complete douchebags for this. And also, on a more lighter note, those enemies are actually key for an any percent run of Salt and Sanctuary, because if you die on a very specific point in Pitchwoods, specifically to that enemy's grab, you get glitch flung to the credits and have beaten the game. It is so stupid. Those guys are notorious. Now, a little bit of a spoiler. Next time on Salt and Sanctuary is going to be kind of a short episode in some ways. It's going to be a single boss fight, the most notorious boss fight in the game, and there's going to be 2 parts. First part, and the one that Thorn and me are probably going to commentate on, is the successful boss fight. Given my luck and how I haven't played for, oh god, when did I make this video? I want to say 3 weeks ago. I haven't played for 3 weeks. The other part's just going to be a montage of all my failures, because this boss is notorious.
Played the Super Mario music.
Yeah. See you folks next time. Hey guys, Wang here with some post commentary. I'm getting a little too meta here, but we're actually nearing the end of the game. After this episode, we have 3 more episodes left, one of them being the final boss. Now, that being the case, there's a choice at the final boss, and I've already started a poll. Probably some of you saw it on Twitter or on the SA thread, but if you are a YouTube-only kid, follow the link here. I'm going to put it, display here for about 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds. And follow the link there and give me input on what you want to see for the final boss. Your decision will matter. I'll see you folks next time, and hope you're enjoying the LP so far. It's been really fun.